Today we're making a high volume, low calorie, low carb breakfast pastry that looks perfect for a keto lifestyle, which is what we follow because we call ourselves the Keto Twins. And this is the Keto Twins Test Kitchen, where we gaze upon the internet and try to find recipes to try for all of you. And if you like our vibe so far, it's early, please subscribe to our channel. We're really hoping to hit 300,000 subscribers this year. Subscribing is free, but it really does help support our channel. Subscribe. And this recipe is perfect for weight loss. And speaking of that, Sarah and I have been obsessed with the number on the scale since the age of 12. Honestly, it didn't even matter what was going on with the rest of our health. The number on the scale is all that we cared about. Fast forward to turning 41 last year and we had this realization. Maybe it's time to actually start paying attention to what's happening inside our body and not just the number on the scale. And that is where the Hume Body Pod comes in. The Body Pod is not just a smart scale. It is a full body analyzer. It gives you so much more than just your weight. It shows you things like your body fat, muscle mass, visceral fat, and even your metabolic age. And let me tell you, when we first got our Body Pod, we were shocked at our metabolic age because it said it was much higher than we actually are. But that number actually gives us something other than just our weight to focus on. And in the Hume Health app, you get this visual breakdown. It's like a diagram showing muscle and fat across your arms, your legs, and your torso. So I've been focusing on my visceral fat and my muscle mass, because those tell a clearer story than just weight alone. So even if the number on the scale stays the same, you can see if you're building muscle or losing fat. And that is the full picture that we have been missing all these years. And what really makes this different is the accuracy. It's 98% accurate compared to those medical grade scans that you can get at your gym that cost like $20,000. And the app doesn't just spit out numbers. It actually tells you where you stand and gives feedback on things like your sleep, nutrition, and activity. It feels like having a little health coach right on your phone. So if you're ready to stop obsessing about the number on the scale like we used to, buy yourself a Hume Health Body Pod. We're gonna leave the link below and you can use our code Keto Twins, and that code stacks on top of whatever sale they're running right now, so you're gonna get like 50% off. But the code is only valid for 7 days. Plus, if you're in the US, you can use your FSA or HSA to cover it. So you might be a little confused because a lot of times people who are on keto, they're not necessarily concerned with calories. But we're a little bit different here because we've been on keto forever and we feel like sometimes it's nice to lighten the calories too while being keto, and that can help us lose weight. Because in the beginning of your keto journey, you could probably eat pretty much as you want, high fat, tons of calories, but the smaller you get, you might feel like you need to start paying attention to calories too. So that's like what we like to do here is incorporate low calorie recipes once in a while. And there's also another trend of people making high volume food, which means you're able to eat a lot of something for low calorie plus low carb in this case. So we saw this breakfast pastry that looked actually quite good. The creator, she's called the Calorie Deficit Queen. We'll leave a link to her account in the description below. And it basically looks like a pastry that's stuffed with a creamy filling with strawberries and other fruit in it. So we're gonna try that today.
Looks like a cream puff.
Yeah.
Almost.
And Sarah is a big fan of anything having to do with strawberries.
I am.
And so over the last couple months, we've been trying to get away from making anything strawberry.
Why?
But there were people in the comments of the other videos that we made that said, why can't everything just be strawberry?
I agree.
We might throw in some blueberries though. So blueberries and strawberries and raspberries are great for a low carb lifestyle because they have the lowest amount of carbs. Basically, you're gonna be whipping egg whites, and we're gonna be doing it a little bit different because we like to add cream of tartar when we're whipping egg whites because we feel like it helps hold the structure of what we're making.
And we've had issues with
Right, we've had
whites.
issues with that before where we've whipped egg whites and they just didn't stay. We're not willing to take that risk anymore. So we're gonna be adding a touch of cream of tartar and see how that goes. And it's a sweet type of deal, so we're gonna be adding a sweetener. We're gonna go with Swerve. The first step is to preheat your oven. And this is the other way where we're gonna differ from this recipe is that she bakes hers at a pretty high temperature. She bakes it at 415. That scares me. So we're gonna be baking it at around 325 and seeing if it works that way. For some reason, our gut is saying to bake it lower, but we could be wrong. First step is going to be to take and separate 7 eggs worth of egg whites. You could use liquid egg whites, but in the past we've had issues with them. Not sure why, maybe because they're ultra pasteurized, I don't know. So we just went and separated 7 eggs from their whites. This is half a teaspoon of cream of tartar. We're gonna put that in. We're not aesthetic creators. All right, we're gonna add in our 3 tablespoons of powdered swerve.
Now what are we doing?
Continuing.
So what?
Stiff peaks.
Okay, so we're soft peak and now
Stiff peak.
stiff peak.
Our oven is preheated to 325. I put down some parchment paper. I kind of stuck it to the pan with a little bit of oil. We're going to pile on our egg whites onto this sheet pan, and we're gonna make it nice and smooth with an offset spatula. Okay. Acting like I know what I'm doing. Okay. Let's go.
Don't
here.
press down too hard.
I'm not.
You are though. It's supposed to be like straight, not like curved, you know?
How am I supposed to move it?
Do we have to go to the edge? How thick does it have to be?
It doesn't say. There's no instructions to that. I'm going with my gut.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna bake this for 18 to 20 minutes at 325. If you want to follow her recipe, it's 415, but I am afraid of that, so. Okay, so when it comes to the filling, you can do whatever you want. We're gonna go with what she did, and it's a fluffy yogurt filling. Fluffy yogurt is kind of like taking over the weight loss world, and it's basically adding sugar-free instant pudding mix, whatever flavor, whatever brand works for you, into yogurt, and it makes the yogurt super thick, and sometimes it flavors it with whatever you want. Okay. In the original creator's recipe, she uses about 2/3 of a cup of yogurt mixed with 1 teaspoon.
Teaspoon, really?
Yeah. I want to put a tablespoon in there. I want more flavor in this. This is the cheesecake flavor. They have so many different flavors of yogurt these days, and Jello or instant pudding mix. Let's look.
It's been 20 minutes.
So it looks nice. I think we're just gonna let it kind of sit and cool off kind of slowly, and then we will start filling it and rolling it. What my fear is that if we take it out and it's like a vast difference in temperature, it's just gonna collapse. So,
because that's happened.
Yeah, that happens often here.
So we have a wooden spoon.
And we're just letting the heat go out slowly. Give it like 10, 15 minutes, then we'll take it out and we'll fill it. All right. Here's how it looks.
Do it right in the middle.
Oh,
Okay.
it's light. Okay, don't throw it. This has oil over the bottom, so just whatever. So this is odd that it's stuck. Oh my gosh. I think we should have used a silicone mat. Like, it is not sticking, but it is, because it looks like it's the creases are what's causing it. All right, I'm just gonna very gently.
Maybe I have an idea. Straighten out the parchment. Yeah. See? That helped.
Mm-hmm.
It released it.
Okay.
I have good ideas
okay.
too. I'm number 1, 2. What is that from?
If you know what that movie that's from,
Let us know.
yeah. It said you should kind of,
Prepare it to be rolled?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow, look at that.
It is a pastry.
All right, here we have our frosting. Okay, I'm gonna put this down. We're gonna spread out our frosting.
Just a nice thin layer, right?
It was a little too thin.
It shouldn't be too thick because, you know, as you roll, you're gonna get multiple layers of it. If that makes sense.
So this is like 7 strawberries full, but I'm just going to layer. I'm leaving a little path for blueberries too. Just a little bit of blueberries, a handful. Just put some blueberries in it, or don't. You could raspberry. You could do boysenberry.
You can do lemon. Lemon poppy seed.
Okay. Just gonna go with.
Wait, why are you flattening it like that? Are you supposed to?
No, I don't know. I just want it to stay.
It's gonna stay. Don't flatten it. Okay. It looks like a burrito.
I want to kind of cut off the crust here.
You can make it a burrito.
nice that you can't see any of the fruit inside. That's awesome. Cute. I'm gonna put a little, just to show what's on the inside. See, we're very aesthetic here. We're not aesthetic creators. So this entire plate should be around 220 calories. And I don't even know the carbs, but a couple carbs. A handful of carbs. We're gonna go downstairs and we're gonna try it. All right, here we are. She's very pleased with herself. You can tell she's actually showing everybody instead of being there like that. It's like the texture, it's very spongy. It's really good. Yeah, it's not bad. It's good. I was kind of nervous with the cloud bread. You know, it can feel a little styrofoamy, if you will. It tastes really good. Cloud bread, I think, works better in sweet ways than it does savory. Sure. That's why I wonder, can we use this in a savory way? What, like put like a deli sandwich in this thing and roll it up? You spice the cloud bread with garlic or something, you know, to make it lean towards a savory dish. Like, this is like one of the best cloud bread recipes that we've ever tried. And we've tried some. Yeah. This is the perfect pairing for it. And eating this for like breakfast or something? It feels indulgent, but it's not. What if you did like a French toast version? I don't know if you dip it. I don't know if you dip it in French toast. I feel like we've tried that before, and it doesn't like soak. If you told me that this, like half of this is like 100 calories, I don't know if I believe you. It's very good. And some trace amounts of carbs. It's got a couple carbs in it. I'll calculate it and put it in the description. Because cream of tartar has a little bit of carbs in it, and then eggs themselves have trace amount of carbs. We were really light on the fruit, I think. This is like 3 strawberries and a handful of blueberries. And if you wanted to cut down the carbs even more, you could use like a flavoring. Like, don't put the fruit in there. Use like a extract or something, or use like lemon or something that doesn't have carbs in it. Or like a lemon flavor in the filling, and then don't put fruit. Because most of the carbs in this recipe comes from the fruit. Well, and because it has sugar in it. You know, like 2/3 of a cup of yogurt probably has like 5 grams of carbs in it. The pudding mix, it doesn't have sugar in it, but you know, it does. If it has whatever sweetener in it, couple carbs for a tablespoon. I liked adding the tablespoon in there. Yeah, I agree. Because it makes it really thick, almost like buttercream or something. It needs a little bit. Yeah, no, I'm shocked. And we will leave like the original creator's handle, but we'll also leave what we did to it to make it different, because we did add our own tweaks to this recipe, like how we baked it and stuff. So. And YouTube seems to think you're gonna like this video, so why don't you click on it, and we'll see you over there. Anyway, I'm Sarah. And I'm Emily. And we are the Keto Twins signing out. I'm gonna have one more.